These are the forgotten songs of Winston Coleman. Maybe you've forgotten him as well. Winston, officially Winston Coleman Jr., was born in 1905 in Schenectady, New York. His father found work there at the American Locomotive Company. His mother gave piano lessons. And as soon as he was old enough to reach the keys, Winston could replay anything once he'd heard it. At age 4 or 5, he was improvising his own melodies. You might say that Winston and the jazz age grew up together. In 1927, the huge popularity of The Jazz Singer, starring Al Jolson, the first big movie to feature not just sound but music, caused a sensation and sent all the studios scrambling to add sound. And it signaled the rise of the Hollywood musical, which would reign supreme in Tinseltown for the next 30 years. Although he was making a living playing piano, it was clear to Winston that the best way to succeed as a songwriter would be to have his songs placed in movies. And he spent the rest of his career trying to make that happen. The first known example of a song he submitted to a studio was for a movie called Sunny Side Up that was released in 1929.
Scrambled over easy omelet or poached, corned beef hash, side up toast, biscuits and gravy, coffee in your cup. But the best way to roll is keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Start off your day in a beautiful way. Keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away, buck up and say, keep your sunny side up. Clouds are rolling in, cost of gin is high. Try a little smile on the people passing by. One thing you can count on, prices will go up. Best way to roll is keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Start off your day in a beautiful way. Keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away, buck up and say, keep your sunny side up. You know it's been better, it can always get worse. You got a dollar in your pocket, got a jingle in your purse. You're not out on the corner holding up a sign. All things considered, life is truly fine. Yeah. Sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Start off your day in a beautiful way. Keep your sunny side up, keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away, buck up and say, keep your sunny side up.
It never appeared in the movie, but Winston was undeterred. Like so many songwriters, Winston often documented what was going on around him. One such event was Prohibition, passage of the 18th Amendment in 1919, which outlawed the use of alcoholic beverages, with the unintended consequence of enabling the rise of organized crime. Gangsters like Al Capone and Lucky Luciano gained so much wealth and influence that nightclubs selling liquor began to do so out in the open. For a jazz musician like Winston, they were a good place to get a gig.
At the gin, by the half-quart bootleg bourbon, smuggling clothes for barrels of beer, bubbly and breezy, who put the ease in speakeasy? Rum from the runners, carried in my steamship moonshine, because you don't let your feet slip, rolling in the gutter, feeling pretty queasy, who put the ease in speakeasy? Albany to Lincoln, everywhere you turn, everybody's thinking, who put the ill in distillation? Who put the ill in inebriation? Inebriation. Betting on the numbers, ponies at the racetrack, winning future gambling, the payback visit from the Shylock game, pretty squeezy, who put the easy speakeasy? Alan Lucky making a big time Scott, and you be pumping out the ragtime. Who put the firm in fermentation? Who put the in inebriation? Inebriation, yeah. By the half-quart bootleg bourbon, smuggling the closed port barrels of beer, bubbly and breezy, who put the ease in speakeasy? Who put the ease in speakeasy? Who put the booze in Calabrese? Who put the hooch in hoochie coochie? Who put the gig in gig of water? Who put the hot in hot toddy? Who put the teeny in martini? Who put the ease in speakeasy? Who put the ease in speakeasy?
The good times ended on Black Tuesday, October 29th, 1929, the day the stock market crashed, ushering in the greatest economic decline in the history of the world, the Great Depression. Businesses went bankrupt, banks failed, and jobs were lost. With widespread homelessness, charities did what they could to provide meals to the homeless population, the starving people. Winston had a song for it.
I never had a nickel, and a nickel was a nickel. Folks like you just couldn't spare the time. But the hand of fate is fickle. There goes the old year and his sickle. Now you're the one who's begging for a dime. Standing in the soup line with me, melancholy as a man might be, a gent of wealth and privilege, waiting for your porridge, darling of society. Standing in the soup line with me. Standing in the soup line with you, whining how you are so very blue. You don't understand the diff between you and the working stiff. You don't catch the irony. Standing in the soup line with me. When the lading at the dock stops, and there's trading in the hock shops. You wouldn't know a thing about that. A man of your gentility with no extra ability must just rely on holding out your hat. Standing in the soup line with me, starving like a sailor lost at sea. You seem so very mirthless, now your stocks and bonds are worthless. Such delicious irony. Standing in the soup line with me. Standing in the soup line, the crouching on the stoop line, the down and destitute line, the never can recoup line. Standing in the soup line with me.
Winston's older sister, Charlene, fondly known as Charlie, moved to California and landed a job with the Hays Commission, those wonderful folks who in 1930 developed the production code, which decreed what was morally acceptable on the screen. It was Charlie's job to review many of the scripts, and she would surreptitiously send Winston copies of some she thought he should apply for. One such film project was Gold Diggers of 1933, starring Joan Blondell, Ginger Rogers, Ruby Keeler, and Dick Powell. It features a group of showgirls who are roommates, only all the shows are closing. Nobody has any work. How will they pay their rent? Why, meet rich men, of course. But one girl, played by Ruby Keeler, is having a romance with the aspiring young songwriter next door. Her roommate, played by Aileen McMahon, is trying to dissuade her from this mistaken behavior.
Mooning over that good-for-nothing songwriter again.
He is wonderful.
Honey, he's a songwriter. You're young, the sky's the limit. Honey, stop and think a minute. When your hair has gray streaks in it, he'll still be crouching at that spinet. There is no future in it. You're courting your downfall. He is only a songwriter after all. From LA to the Atlantic, you can find a good mechanic. Even butchers are quite gainfully employed. You don't even have to look. You can find a working cook everywhere that dinner is enjoyed. There's a reason they're maligned, dear. When the big contracts get signed, dear, there won't be a place to sign his John Hancock. He'll still be strumming bars of 8 like a distracted reprobate. When you're 80 and there's nothing left to hawk, he's only a songwriter, and you know what they're like. At the piano all day long, out cabareting every night. Don't go wasting all your time. He won't be making one thin dime. He will not shower you in diamond rings and furs. You won't be going to the Rockefellers ball. He is only a songwriter after all. It won't be him they'll seek when the faucet springs a leak. No one summons the musician in despair. It won't be him they'll call when the plaster starts to fall. No one's screaming, hey, this chorus needs repair. No one ever yells disaster. Can you get here any faster? Need a house call of that music on the brain. Whoever heard, hey, you're in luck. You can make a hefty buck. 'Cause we need someone to punch up this refrain. No, he's only a songwriter, and you know what they're like. At the piano all day long, out cabareting every night. Don't go wasting all your time. He won't someone that FDR will call. He is only a songwriter after all. He is only a songwriter, will not make a good divider or a wedding vow reciter. Puts the scion on the cider. A young girl needs a wealthy man to guide her. He is only a songwriter, only a songwriter, only a songwriter after all.
Remember that one in the movie? Me neither. One night, Winston got a call from a friend at his favorite jazz club who told him, "You got to get down here. There's a new singer down here, and she's going to debut one of your songs tonight." Now, every songwriter loves it when a great singer performs their work. And when he found out who would be singing his song, Winston was overjoyed. This was someone whose voice he'd heard, albeit only on the scratchy 78 records of the era. Still, it was the kind of voice that comes along only once in a generation. And Winston was fortunate to find a taxi headed downtown. And Winston arrived just in time to hear the announcer say, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the singer known as Lady Day, Billie Holiday."
Who brings me daffodils? Who pays my electric bills? Who puts a sparkle in my eye? When I've been gone a while, who doesn't cramp my style? Who doesn't holler till I cry? Who is my secret honey pie? And when I've been extra bad, who doesn't get real mad? Who doesn't always think I lie? Who says I can't resist? And who'd never make a fist? Who brings me liquor when I'm dry? Who is my secret honey pie? Could it be you, baby, you, or you, baby, you, or you, baby, you. Maybe it's you, baby, you, or you, baby, you, or you, baby, you. Honey pie. Well, who doesn't stomp and shout? And who doesn't lock me out? And who doesn't need an alibi? 'cause I like my gauge, who'd never blacken up my eye. Who is my secret honey pie? Maybe it's you, baby, you, or you, baby, you, or you, baby, you. Maybe it's you, baby, you, or you, baby, you, or you, baby, you. Maybe it's you, baby, you, or you, baby, you, or you, baby, you. Maybe it is you, baby, you, baby, you, baby,
Winston was instantly smitten, and a discreet romance began. Meanwhile, Charlie let Winston know about a movie slated to come out in 1936, Swing Time, starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Fred plays a professional dancer. And Ginger is a dance instructor. Fred decides the best way to get Ginger interested in him romantically is to pretend he's a terrible dancer in need of lessons.
The key indie when I'm learning the Lindy, explain me why they call it the hop. Next time I'm in Durango, I'll be doing the tango. Everybody dance until they drop. Then I will learn the black bottom. Hey, smoke 'em if you got 'em, till things start getting way too hot. They will yell like a rumba, that boy can do the samba. Next it'll be the turkey chop. Show me the steps, show me the steps. You'll be so glad we ever did meet. Show me the steps, show me the steps. Soon as I start to feel the beat.
Dance with me, try your luck. The first one is free, but the next one is $7. Dance with me, I'll show you the ropes. The first one is free, but don't get up your hopes. I'll show you the steps, show you the steps. I'm already sorry we ever did meet. I'll show you the steps, I'll show you the steps. I'm certain that you have two left feet.
Prepared to grapple and show me the big apple. That's to really start to swing. Show me a river, bring a crumb to do the cakewalk or ragtime. I'm gonna master the buck and wing. Show me all that hard song fishing like me doing the Charleston. Sing with the times and spread the news. I'm not guilty of a film gram, I just wanna learn the shim shim. My toes will be tapping to the blues. Show me the steps,
I'll show you the steps.
you'll be so glad we ever did meet. Show me the steps,
I'll show you the steps.
as soon as we start to feel the beat. As soon as we start to feel the beat. soon as we start to feel the beat.
Winston and Billie Holiday had been seeing each other secretly for some time when Billie got offered a job as singer for the Artie Shaw Orchestra. That was great right until they were scheduled to go on the road. Billie pulled some strings and got Winston a gig with the band, but when the tour took them through the Deep South, they couldn't believe what things were like. Sometimes Billie couldn't stay in the same hotel as the band. Sometimes she had to come in the servants' entrance at the same venue where her name was listed in lights on the marquee. And they saw a lot worse things, too. The anger, outright hatred, and violence, even evidence of lynching, was more than Billie could take. She broke it off with Winston. He was heartbroken, but understood how she felt. Later, he composed a song about an interracial couple.
Out beyond the midnight fields, under Table Mountain pines, where the breeze is like a kiss on the cheek, and the heartbreak moon glow shines, where fallen needles feel like down, just like a grandma's old feather bed. We will lay down in the deep indigo of the light from the planets overhead. Nobody can know, nobody can know. Be the soul of discretion when your voice and your confession in session with the wind and the trees. Nobody can know, nobody can know. If your adoring sweet expression conveys the wrong impression, I could be swinging in the breeze. Darling, you must promise me, please. Nobody can know. If I pass you on the street on any ordinary day, please don't take it to your heart if I stare at the cracks in the pavement at my feet. You know I love you like the sky that our wishing pond reflects. But if I take you in my arms in the sight of the world, they will call it disrespect. Nobody can know, nobody can know. The soul of discretion when your voice and your confession in a session with the wind and the trees. Nobody can know, nobody if your adoring sweet expression conveys the wrong impression, I could be swinging with the breeze. Darling, you must promise me, please. Nobody can know.
The greatest musical star of the era, Louis Armstrong, heard someone singing Winston's song and wanted to meet the man who wrote it. He was so moved that he promised to perform it with his band, the All-Stars, and maybe even record it. True to his word, Louis added it to the repertoire and performed it one night in New York City. Some members of the audience booed. Some even walked out. Realizing that even sophisticated New York City wasn't ready for a song about an interracial love affair, Louis was forced to drop the song and never performed it again. So close. But one good thing did come out of the experience, because Winston and Armstrong became lifelong friends. Louis would call him up from time to time to see how he was doing and kid around. Louis was a great practical joker, and sometimes he would play a trick on folks he was fond of. Now, everyone knew that Louis Armstrong had a lifelong relationship with a particular substance.
One very late night, Winston got a call. It was Louis, and he had clearly been imbibing.
There were sounds of a party and loud voices in the background. Louis said,
Me and the band are going on tour to Europe, and we need someone to handle the arrangements.
Winston was instantly excited. Do arrangements for the great Louis Armstrong? He immediately started talking about mixolydian modes and minor ninth chords and modulations.
Oh, hold on there, Shakespeare. Ain't talking about those kind of arrangements. I mean, the whole kind of arrangement, you dig?
This comment was accompanied by uproarious laughter in the background. Winston knew he had just been pranked. Getting a nickname was a rite of passage for a jazz musician, and that's how Winston got his, the Lone Arranger. Whenever he walked into a late-night jazz club, the piano player would play, and the band would yell out, Lone! Not one to pass on a challenge, Winston responded the best way a songwriter can, by writing a song for Louis.
I do arrangements for Louis. Every time he goes to France, I'm really best friends with Louis. It's the gospel truth, he knows me at a glance. When he packs his coronet and there's something he can't get, soon as he arrives over here, I will be the one who arranges for his fun. Do I need to make myself more clear? I do arrangements for Louis on his European tours, and when he walks out on the stage and you hear him say, Mesdames, les messieurs, every time he travels, he says everything unravels unless I keep him on the bar. I provide the style behind the flashy trademark style, 'cause I'm the only cat he will call. From Soho to Vienna, Berlin to Martinique, when Mr. Armstrong's on the continent, I'm the one they seek. From Amsterdam to Tuscany, I ain't nobody's stranger. I'll go down in history as Satchmo's Ranger. I do arrangements for lovers, and they're always right on time. Only the best stuff for Lewis, and you can be sure that's why his solos are sublime. When Louis gets the word that his all-stars will be heard, ready when they land in Nice. I will always be the guy who can really put the high in all of Mr. A's high C's. I will always be the guy who can really put the high in all of Mr. A's high C's. I do arrangements for Lewis. I do arrangements for Lewis. Oh, yeah.
A young film animator was planning to make the world's first full-color animated film, and it was going to be a musical in full color. It seemed like it would be right up Winston's alley, and he was actually able to finagle an audition with Walt Disney himself, where he showed him the song he had in mind.
Sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, bashful duck. Who knew Mother Nature grew her bachelors in a flock? All of them together would not make a full-grown man. I thought that I might find my prince. Instead, I found a clan. Sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, bashful duck. They have me washing, cooking, cleaning, scrubbing around the clock. Sweat socks in the bathtub, long johns in the fridge. What I found under their beds would make me jump right off a bridge. I think that I might try a snort of what is in this flask, because I do deserve a short hiatus from this task. Whew. Sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, bashful duck. Not a single one of them is smarter than a rock. Mining all day long, but do they give a girl a ring? Whistling while they work, but not a single one can swing. I think I'd like to sample what got left there in that snifter, and then I'll eat that apple that I purchased from a drifter. Sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, bashful duck. Folks back at the castle all would surely be in shock. Ladies of the courtly class would probably think it's weird. I find myself attracted to the length of Grumpy's beard. I don't know in this forest what they use for legal tender, but when I get my hands on some, I'm going on a bender. Sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, bashful duck. Who knew Mother Nature grew her bachelors in a flock? All of them together would not make a full-grown man. I thought that I might find my prince. Instead, I found a clan. I thought that I might find my prince. Instead, I found a clan.
Disney was not amused. In fact, he was so angry, he had Winston banned from the Disney studio for life. On December 7th, 1941, Japan bombed the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, launching the nation into the Second World War. The U.S. government actually sent agents to the music publishers in Tin Pan Alley asking the songwriters to create songs that would rally support for the war effort. Now, Winston was as patriotic as anyone else. However, during World War I, Winston's father was drafted and sent overseas to fight in the trenches, and Winston never saw him again. Winston was 12 years old. He adored his dad and never got over losing him. So he had a different response to the request.
A battle-weary envelope, faded, creased, and stained, postmarked Northern Italy, Fort Benning, Portland, Maine, addressed to Mrs. Coleman, arriving COD from my father in the army to my mother, Win, and me.
I will be coming home. I'll see you smiling soon with the falling of the leaves and at the rising of the moon. I will be coming home. My heart still knows the way, so keep a candle in the window. I will be there any day.
He wrote, "It is a horror what men do to other men, and every day I pray that no one goes to war again.
If there is a heaven, then this surely must be hell, and God is on the nation's side as far as I can tell.
A battle-weary envelope, penned in my father's hand. It said my tour is over, I'm never leaving you again. Arrived just 2 short weeks after the telegram arrived. the one that let us know none of his company survived. I will be coming
home. You'll see me smiling soon with the falling of the leaves and at the rising of the moon. I will be coming home. My heart still knows the way, so keep a candle in the window. I will be there any day. Keep a candle in the window. I will be there every day.
In 1949, Gene Kelly's star was rising, and he starred in a film called Take Me Out to the Ball Game, along with Frank Sinatra and Esther Williams. The two men play professional baseball players. The owner of the team, the Esther Williams character, decides against all advice and the wishes of the players to manage the team herself. She turns out to be very knowledgeable about baseball, to the chagrin of the players, who don't think a woman should be running the team.
This is not a game for a dame. Baseball will never be the same. After today, all the fans are gonna say, this is not a game for a dame. Where she get off saying she knows all about playing when it's always been a fella's game. What can she be thinking, trying to demonstrate her swinging when she's nothing but a dame? She'll do a lot of damage if she thinks her case can matter when it's clear she was born to yield. She should be banging grandma's rug instead of hanging in the dugout, 'cause the guy's gotta play the field. She's got a certain charm when she's showing off her arm or spitting out those sunflower seeds. But when she says, take a hike, like she's calling the third strike, that's not what a pro player needs. When the catcher hits a double, there is going to be trouble, 'cause he always tries to stretch it to third. Instead of telling how to hit, you should just sit there looking pretty and notice when he says a certain word. This is not a game for a dame. Baseball will never be the same. After today, all the fans are gonna say, this is not a game for a dame. She thinks that she can show a quicker way to throw, or demonstrate a better batting stance. She's instituting fines. Why can't she read the signs when it comes to indicating romance? Where'd you get the nerve and all to criticize my curveball without noticing I'm pitching woo? I guess you never heard now when you're out there rounding third. Now a home run is about to ensue. This is not a game for a dame. Baseball will never be the same. After today, all the fans are gonna say, this is not a game for a dame. What's happening to our pastime is a shame. All the suffragettes clearly are to blame. Abner Doubleday would exclaim, this is not a game for a dame.
In that same year, Kelly and Sinatra were paired up again in a sailors on leave story called On the Town. The word was they needed a clever but romantic song for Sinatra to sing to his love interest, played by Betty Garrett. There were rumors that Frank's marriage to Nancy Barbato was in trouble because he was having an affair with Ava Gardner.
When you live like I do, on the sole of a shoe, when you're always at sea amidst rough company, you are most likely to see the weird kind of love, the feared kind of love, the wrong kind of love. It's strange that you turned out to be the strong kind of love, I belong kind of love, inner song kind of love. You're exactly right for me. I only know what goes on now. I can't predict what happens next. I only know this time somehow that I want you to be my ex. You're extraordinary in every extra way. The absolute expression of all I want to say. All of my experiences, this should never be. You're the one exception You're exactly right for me. Fortune plays her little games. The cards are not what one expects. Lady Luck deserves the blame, for I want you to be my ex. Oh, my expectations you easily exceed. You're a fine example of everything I need, and I expect a treasure exquisite as it's strange, exciting as a present I never will exchange. Nature's got her little ways we can't control who she selects. I only know what my heart says, that I want you to be my ex. You're exactly right for me.
In 1952, there was yet another vehicle for Gene Kelly called Singin' in the Rain, featuring Donald O'Connor and a young Debbie Reynolds. But Winston was interested in a different character, Lena Lamont, played by Jean Hagen.
Wait, I'm ready. Here, hi, sorry. I couldn't get my shoes on. Okay,
All right,
I'm ready.
all right, Miss Lamont,
Yes.
let's try this.
Yes,
I can't stand him.
okay, right. I can't stand.
Oh, let's try it again.
Okay,
I can't stand him.
I can't stand him.
All right, we'll
that's very good, right?
we'll revisit.
Okay.
Lena was supposed to be the prototypical dumb blonde bombshell who was always paired up with her romantic lead, Don Lockwood, played by Kelly. In the script, she was supposed to be so dumb she believed the studio hype and thought they really were a couple. But Winston was particularly taken by a scene where the supposedly stupid Lena manages to outsmart the entire studio legal staff by invoking a clause in her contract. Having watched his sister struggle to navigate male-dominated Hollywood, he couldn't help but feel some empathy for Lena.
In the Hollywood arena, just a very thin patina hides the land of the hyena. But here's the Deus Ex Machina. They believe the acetate. It's hard for them to contemplate the brilliant plan I orchestrate, 'cause they all underestimate the brilliant mind of Lena. I am not the silly girl you see upon the screen who portrays a fawning damsel or a 16th century queen. They make me play the Juliet to some two-bit Romeo. But just take a cue before I'm through. I'll own the studio. Because men are such babies, their egos are so large, and they get the heebie-jeebies when a female is in charge. But look out, Hollywood, the woman's day is about to come. In a rigged game, the smartest dame is the one who is acting dumb. La da 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 da. I'm always paired romantically with that idiot Donald Lockwood. The man cannot act better than your average concrete blockwood. Just watch him puff his chest out when he hears those siren squeals. To get what I deserve, I'll throw Lockwood a curve and I'll play head over heels. But move over, R.F. Simpson, your big shot days are numbered. And how do you get this job when you're so mentally encumbered? Men are all superior, they so foolishly assume. But they can't see that silly me is the smartest in the room. La da 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 da. When I demand a raise in pay, the producers call it greed. Then why do I make half as much as my romantic lead? When an actress passes 40, it's the end of her career. But they'll cast a man who is older than that vintage Bard Shakespeare. You know why? Because men are such babies. Their egos are so large. And they get the heebie-jeebies when a female is in charge. Well, look out, Hollywood, the woman's day's about to come. In a rigged game, the smartest dame is the one who is acting dumb. La da 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 da.
Around this time, Wisconsin Senator Joseph McCarthy began to be noticed for his fear-mongering, creating a public outcry by falsely claiming there were communists everywhere in America. In government, in the military, in Hollywood, he was able to manipulate his way into power by forming a Senate committee to search for suspected communists and blacklisting those who refused to testify. One day, Winston got a call from Carl Foreman, who was making an allegorical film about the McCarthy witch hunt. It was going to be called High Noon, a Western starring Gary Cooper. He asked Winston to write a theme song that would reappear throughout the film.
There's a wind out on the desert. There is poison in the storm. It rolls across the mesa like an angry hornet swarm. And the tempest spreads its darkness, howling out an ugly sound. And the falling rain tastes bitter when trouble comes to town. Trouble in the shadows grows. Trouble speaks with stirring prose. Trouble bows with practiced grace. Trouble lies right to your face. Trouble blames somebody else. Trouble makes you doubt yourself. Trouble plots to bend and twist. Trouble puts you on a list. Underneath the sky so wide, there should be lots of room. But when the streets start closing and folks shrink back from the gloom, when lies are used to mask the truth, who will stand your ground? Who will rise to speak for you when trouble comes to town? Trouble has a secret plan. Trouble wants to shake your hand. Trouble lurks behind the church. Trouble leaves you in the lurch. Trouble knows just how you feel. Trouble wants to make a deal. Trouble yells and shakes a fist. Trouble puts you on a list. When lies are used to mask the truth, who will stand your ground? Who will rise to speak for you when trouble comes to town? When trouble comes to town, who will rise to speak for you?
Winston got all excited in 1955 when he learned they were making a film called Love Me or Leave Me, starring Doris Day, about the famous saloon singer Ruth Etting and her troubled relationship with her abusive husband, manager Moe Snyder. The reason he got so excited was that Winston and Ruth Etting had actually worked together on the 1930 Broadway musical Whoopee. She was the star, and he was the show's rehearsal pianist.
Shoes on, St. Christmas hanging round my neck, got my horseshoe pointed up to the top so my luck won't be apt to run right out. Got my rabbit's foot right here, my dear, got my four-leaf clover pressed inside a book. Just look, it's a book of lucky charms to keep my weary soul safe from harm. Got my traveling shoes on, I'm gonna stroll right out the door, just as happy as you please. Keep on moving like the breeze, I won't stop till I reach a point where you won't find me out. Be sitting pretty in a year, my dear, got my suitcase and my pillbox hat, that's that, and I won't be looking back. Got your money and your fancy Pontiac. No, I won't be looking back. I got my traveling shoes on. You won't be hurting me again, my friend. I'll be making plenty sure. Once the cops see your offense and my pile of evidence, they'll be knocking on your door. Shoes on, St. Christmas hanging round my neck, got my horseshoe pointed up to the top so my luck won't be apt to run right out. Got my rabbit's foot right here, my dear, got my like four-leaf clover pressed inside a book. Just look, it's a book of lucky charms to keep my weary soul safe from harm. I won't be looking back. I got my traveling shoes on. No, I won't be looking back. I got my lucky red traveling shoes on.
Winston heard about plans to make a film version of the great Rodgers and Hammerstein Broadway musical, The King and I. Everyone told him it was a ridiculous idea to try and get a song of his interpolated into the film, but Winston couldn't let go of an idea for a song and wrote it anyway. However, he was discouraged from submitting it to the producers, and it was never performed publicly.
I am the king, I am the king, I am the king of Siam. This country's lord and master is exactly what I am. Patrolling all the borders, controlling subjects' lives. Hardest part is managing those 32 wives. In Siam, the king's harem is just a thing that is expected. But all I ever hear about is someone feels neglected. Man, they'll keep you busy, I know whereof I speak. At least your English God's enjoying one day off a week. Any ardor I might feel, the pressure quickly douses, with fewer days in every month and 32 spouses. Speaking of months, every vaccine up the moon could quickly drive a king to drink. They're all insane at once, cause all their cycles are in sync. There really is no end to all my matrimonial troubles. Whenever you the number of my progeny, it doubles. The expenses are outrageous, keeping all of them in houses. You go through lots of eunuchs guarding 32 spouses. Your English rule of law has useless freedoms and protections. Someone gives me grief, my soldiers chop them up in sections. There won't be a rebellion if none of them survive. Hardest part is managing those 32 wives. Getting someone's name wrong is an error you'll regret. Then there's all those anniversaries you'd better not forget. Which one goes for chocolate? Who prefers which flowers? Mix them up one time and they'll be slamming doors for hours. You English think you've got it bad, I'm tired of all your grouses. Like to see you try and handle 32 spouses. You think you pay for nannies, you silly English gripers. I have to hire 3 shifters for the changing of the diapers. Protecting all the nurseries requires extra corpsmen. Almost makes me wish I could convert to being Mormon. And now the wives want Western clothes, a million shoes and blouses. Kingdoms going bankrupt over 32 spouses. I am the king, I am the king, I am the king of Siam. This country's lord and master is exactly what I am. Patrolling all the borders, controlling subjects' lives. Hardest part is managing those 32 wives. I feel I'm growing weak, I can hardly speak. My sight begins to fade, throw me a big parade. Send me off in style, cause I went the extra mile. Trying to bring a smile to 32 wives. 32 wives.
In 1956, Winston got a phone call from his old pal Louis Armstrong. He told Winston he and his band had been cast in a film with Bing Crosby. It was a musical remake of the Philadelphia story and also starred Grace Kelly in what would be her final film appearance. It would eventually be titled High Society. Bing Crosby and Grace Kelly play a wealthy divorced couple who live next door to one another. Tracy Lord, the Grace Kelly character, divorced Dexter, Bing Crosby, because she felt he was wasting his talent composing jazz when he could be focusing on serious music.
I say, Sir Olivier, you come back with Raymond Massey. I offer up Monaco, you book a flight to Tallahassee. We're not on the same page, dear. You chase what's all the rage here. Who cares if you are up on that stage? It's time for me to disengage. You could be a man imposing a Titan down on Broadway Street. Instead, you spend your time composing to that boogie-woogie beat with annoying drums that are too rat-a-tatty, blaring horns that are too brassy. Perhaps they'll find a cure. All I know for sure is jazz ain't classy.
You hand me the opera journal, I would rather read downbeat. You put on Chopin's Nocturnal, for me it's on Green Dolphin Street. When I hear the Bach or Brahms etudes, dear, my eyes start getting vague and glassy. Perhaps they'll find a cure. All I know for sure is jazz ain't classy.
We were raised as paragons of culture, wealth, and breeding, darlings of the upper crust, so why this retroceding? My status you're impeding. I get so sick of pleading. Now my head feels dull and muddled. How did I become confused? And why so scattered and befuddled? How's a girl supposed to choose? And when did this become a math equation involving three lads and a lassie? Perhaps they'll find a cure. All I know for sure is jazz ain't classy. Perhaps they'll find a cure.
All I know for sure is
jazz ain't classy.
Winston Coleman lived into his upper 80s. Coincidentally, he lived in the upper 80s in Manhattan. And it is believed he never stopped composing songs and trying to get them in movies. The last song we know of was When Winter Comes in 1990, when Winston was 85.
When the last ditch of summer is filled with leaves of brown, and ponds release their million geese, so sudden southern bound. When frost lies over morning, frozen deer tracks mark the ground. The sight of ice along the drive will coax my sleeping heart to life, for soundlessly the days arrive. When winter comes around, I courted fair young April when I was young and free, a world of possibilities springing up in me. I fell in love with June when I became a man, scattered like a sky of rain across a fertile land. I gave my heart to autumn the day I passed my prime. Trembling branches emptied by the swirling winds of time, and now I wait for winter. She's promised to be true, light fading over snowdrifts will turn a deeper blue. When winter comes around again, she'll fold me in her windy hair. We'll fly the dark and brittle air, where every star's a long-lost friend. Just for me, she'll write her tune with migrant birds across the moon, and all the world will welcome us when winter comes around. Ooh, yeah. When winter comes around again, she'll fold me in her windy hair. We'll fly the dark and bitter air, where every star's a long-lost friend. Just for me, she'll write her tune with migrant birds across the moon, and all the world will welcome us when winter comes around again. When winter comes around.
side up. Keep your sunny side up. Start off your day in a beautiful way. Keep your sunny side up. Keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away. Buck up and say, keep your sunny side up.
Keep your sunny side up. Keep your sunny side up. And start off your day in a beautiful way. And keep your sunny side up. And keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away. Buck up and say, keep your sunny side up.
Keep your sunny side up.
Keep your sunny side up. Start off your day in a beautiful way.
Keep your sunny side up.
Keep your sunny side up. Pack your worries away. Buck up and say,
keep your sunny side up.